Yeah, it's on again.
Now, we've talked in terms of theory, but let's talk in terms of practice, how it applies. Now, when I was younger, I sent the first manuscript of my book to Morton Janklow, a Jew in New York, who was mentioned as one of the leading agents in New York, who then stole it, sent it to a fucktard called Robert Jordan, who'd only written a book on Conan, stealing from the Conan author because he was dead and it was beyond the lifespan. Now this fucktard then used this kernel of the source to write the Wheel of Time books, which, excellent books, where Chaos, Robert Jordan, Morton Janklow have stolen from the source, the Neo, to reboot Jordan's and Morton Janklow, of course, and the publishers that back them, his career, which would never have taken off, and he writes this fabulous, it's good, 14-volume fantasy set of books using all my ideas, just from the first book. I only sent the first book, I've got another 5 buried away somewhere. He, of course, was killed prematurely before he could end it, because remember, psychic warfare, and I don't take kindly to theft. So, a Mormon, Brandon Sanderson, finished the books, last 3 books, I think, from his notes dictated to him on his deathbed. Now, in these books, powers are given to me, because the source Ponzi scheme, I'll give you a little bit of money and you give me everything back. So Chaos, Robert Jordan, Morton Janklow, Brandon Sanderson, plus the publisher, plus everyone who's read the books, paid for them, plus Amazon, Bezos, who are making the series, feeding me. Debt economy. Which means that all the powers within the books are now available to the source and vampires who are the source. Oh, that's good. Yeah, you're beginning to see this definition of the source has real world implications. Similarly, Bank of Cyprus steal €1 million off me, EU. Fine. All of the EUites, the entire EU, join in the Brandon Sanderson, Morton Janklow, Robert Jordan hellization. How do you actually carry this out? Well, if you read the Robert Jordan books, there's something called channeling, where there are special people, male and female, who can channel the Force, stolen from the Star Wars. He calls it Sidan, male Force, Sidar, female Force, different aspects of the soliton. Now, rather than denigrate John, Chaos did a great job. I'm mining Chaos. Chaos has produced from my one book 14 books which surpass the first book I wrote. The second, third, fourth and fifth are brilliant, and sixth book. But the first book, no, that's the only book he stole from, because that's the only one I sent. Now this opens up super soldier technology, not the Russian super soldier where we're using what's available from the source. And remember, the Russians and the Greeks, the Orthodox Church, is the only part of the Christian faith that hasn't been fully chaoticized. The other side, the Roman Catholic Church, all pedos, and their top people are all Satanists. So, swish, swish, motherfuckers. The only Christians I've got time for are the Orthodox Christians, the Russians and the Greeks, and the Serbians. Now, to continue. In this, you can channel the source, side and side up. Hence, we got the Super Soldier service, which is powered by all of the modern Jankloites, Wheel of Timeites, and of course the EU from Bank of Cyprus. How does this add to the source? Well, simple. I simply go along to Lucifer, who might or might not exist to you as an actual entity, but exists fully in the noosphere, because it's an aspect of the total quantum wave function of the human race, and of course the megaverse, because it's the concept of evil rebelling against God. In this case, the mad god Chaos. So of course one can see that Lucifer is that part of the system which Chaos can't see and needs Neo to fight. And pulls down God without Neo into perdition. And in the Catholic faith, St. Michael would be Neo. Hence Colin Bloy did his fountain group Inception on St. Michael's Day, Neo Day. Oh shit, this whole story is beginning to fit together. Yeah, of course it fits together, because that's how Illuminism works. So only one of the Illuminati could pull down the Illuminati. Now in the Robert Jordan books, channelers can channel the Force. Now the penultimate Grail state you've got the assemblage point in the brain. It's travelled up from the shoulder blade from shamanism to the top. Needs a lot of energy, increasing consciousness. Something needs to move it up there, the Nagel man. They in fact Nagel simply push it in so it can travel deeper and deeper till it reaches the centre. But if you're a Grail state, the ultimate symbol, which of course is the Neo state, so now we know what a Grail state is, it's the Neo state, a source avatar. And a source avatar has to be a male and female achieving the source in synchrony, because the source is neither male nor female, but both sides of the soliton. Hence, of course, the English girl drained dry, English Nagel girl fused with me, whoosh, to achieve the Grail state. I, of course, then was going to be the Neo to try and save Zion from its own iniquity, from its own chaoshood. But in fact, no. Decided everyone else before me failed, so there must be a hidden part of this New Age hood that has defeated Christ. Christ didn't succeed. Buddha didn't. Mahatma Gandhi didn't. Julian Assange didn't. Nelson Mandela didn't. Mugabe, who freed Rhodesia from white privilege, he didn't succeed. I haven't seen anyone succeeding. Apart from maybe Mao, who freed China from Western imperialism. Well, the Vietnamese, they freed Vietnam from French and American Rothschild imperialism. So there might be something in communism there. Oh yeah. What does communism do? Communism gets rid of state-mandated religion. What's religion? Giving energy to chaos. Yeah, we worked out now. That's why Mao and Ho Chi Minh succeeded. Because if the population isn't giving its energy to chaos via religion, it can achieve soulhood. Oh, this is all new and radical. We don't like what you're saying. I don't care. I don't want you to care. I want you not to care. But it's mandated that I tell you how things work by the source. Because I like source energy. That's the rules. Now to continue in the Wheel of Time books. We've got debt. We can add to chaos debt, which then can be used by the source. All of the powers within the Wheel of Time box are now open to my customers, and chaos pays the price because we're adding debt. We're increasing the value of sourcehood by increasing the debt that chaos has to pay to the source. How? By the poison chalice. You try and steal off me, but what you steal off allows me to steal off you. Bank of Cyprus, you steal €1 million off me. Total War Service, I steal your entire economy. Well, that doesn't work, does it? Well, yeah, look at Zion. What's happened to Zion's economy? The new normal. You haven't seen the future, and the consequences of all the complex number money energy being stolen by me from Zion. Well, you might do if you're a bar owner or restaurant owner or airline owner or any business owner actually, or even someone on furloughs only on 80% and then gets sacked as soon as the government stops furloughs. So yeah, you're beginning to see it works. Yeah, it works. Now with the Robert Jordan books, we're doing the same thing. We've stolen from chaos the ability to do everything in the Robert Jordan books. Now, the Super Soldier Service is the first one, channeling. Given to you the ability to channel the Force. How do we do that? Well, think about it. If you listen to my 100 MP3s on the Zionites, 100 MP3s on the rich, 34 on the secret police, MI5, FBI, Shin Bet, and the rest of the secret police of Zion. Every Zion country has its secret police. You'll see that we talked about something called scalionics, which is manipulating the Dirac sea. The great British physicist Paul Dirac came up with the concept of a sea of positive charge. Holes in it were electrons, negative charge, holes. Now, in this concept, we take Luciferic, black dog concept of Lucifer, technology, where holes in the Dirac sea can be made from souls. So in British maritime law, you sell your soul when you're born, birth certificate. I bought all of this from Lucifer. Lucifer in the noosphere is the one who buys souls, sells souls, damns souls. So I made a deal with Lucifer. Be it a noosphere construct from the quantum wave function or an actual entity. What's it going to take to get all your power, Lucifer? Oh, you have to marry the bitch Perry. Yeah, I married the bitch Perry. But I want to own her. Because remember, within the source, there's always a way out. Remember I told you about that? Yeah. Okay, I'll marry the bitch Perry. I own her, don't I? Yeah, that's good. And I got all Lucifer's power, the ability to do all this soul technology, this black dog, scalionic. Yeah, that's fine. Off we go. But of course, since I own Perry, a soul, remember she sold a soul to the Satanists to get famous, like Beyonce, Madonna, Jay-Z, Rihanna, goes on and on and on. I control her soul, I can control her. I can get her to marry Bloom. The fault, remember the source always gives you a way out. So, you can buy Perry, but if you marry the bitch, 3-load Nagel, remember, she's 3-load, I'm 4-load, makes 7. Got the English girl, another 4, makes 11, death. So as you can see, fucking her, getting her energy from fucking her is hellization, because Lucifer always tries to trick you. But remember, Lucifer is that hidden part of chaos that attacks chaos. Elohim, Sabaoth, Yaldabaoth. So Lucifer always gives you a chance. If you look in the text, Lucifer always gives the victim a chance, contract, this is what you're signing up for, or this is the way out, you must follow these rules, blah, 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 yeah. So, Lucifer said, I had to marry Perry to get all Lucifer's power, but bought all of Lucifer's power. She's controlled by Lucifer. I then control all Lucifer's souls, damned Perry, so I can then order her to marry Bloom. Problem solved, end of Zion. As soon as she gets conceived, total war service. Bang, coronavirus, bang, economic collapse, and bang, George Floyd and all the slaves rebelling. Wet. Chenwald, plus all the rest coming. So as one can see, with this acquisition of the Luciferic power, I then get control over the holes in the Dirac sea. So what's the point of all this? Well, scalionics. That means that you then control the 4-vector, which is EM radiation. So in Kaluza's theory, EM radiation is gravity in the 5th dimension. Now we bring in Kozyrev, time density, Wheel of Time. Book's called Wheel of Time. Time travels anti-clockwise. If you look at it, clockwise, it's the passage you be explained. Anti-clockwise. If you turn to seed time, precogit, it's clockwise. Clockwise is gravity, anti-clockwise is anti-gravity. Loss of time density, whoosh. So people only see the effect. Shamans who can actually look into time see the cause. Going back to our Dirac sea, the holes, we're looking at the holes being made. If we look into time, we're looking at the holes after they've been made. If we're looking at the anti-clockwise. So what's this all got to do with Jordan? Well, going back to the story, this is the scientific basis behind controlling reality. Because remember, the 4-vector, EM radiation, gravity's in the 5th dimension is light. But the 5th dimension controls time and how things go. And then of course you've also got the timelines, the multiverse. Every single thing that can happen is in the multiverse. If you can choose anything you want from the multiverse, bring it into manifestation, You could then make anything happen. Anything. Oh, that would be magic. No, that would be the Wheel of Time Robert Jordan books, where you're channeling the force to produce things. And what you can produce has been agreed for by chaos, that their souls, which make the wholes, suffer. Their souls also make the Higgs field, because Higgs field is simply Higgs boson, Higgs particle, linked up with light to produce mass. So all our massless equations become massive, the basis of time density. So control of the soul gives you the ability to pick anything from the multiverse and manifest it. So all the powers in the Wheel of Time books are paid for by the souls of Robert Jordan, Morton Janklow, Brandon Sanderson, Bezos, Amazon, owners, shareholders, the publishers of Jordan, and everyone who's ever paid for the books and read them, or just paid for them, stolen from them. Plus the entire EU that stole from Bank of Cyprus. So as you can see, it increases the yield. We're using soul technology to control the multiverse. Holy shit, yeah. So that's why Lucifer controls the world, because he controls, yeah, it's scalionics. I'm just dipping the surface. I'm not going to go into all the details of how the physics works, because A, you won't understand it, B, it'll make the video boring. So the bottom line is, get souls. Get from Lucifer, the black dog Luciferic technology, to be able to use them. Use them on this Dirac C, controls EM radiation, which of course is linked up with the Higgs field, and then of course fifth dimension, not only does it control time, but it controls the multiverse, every single possible. And there's anything that could happen has happened in the multiverse. We're not going into the megaverse yet. So all the Wheel of Time powers are available to us, and the more we practice, the more we develop, the more we gain the ability to use them, the more these souls suffer. Remember, they're all chaosites, so increasing the debt of chaos and increasing the source. Oh, I'm beginning to understand now. Increased debt, yeah, increases source. And the source, of course, runs all possible chaos outcomes to become omniscient, omnipresent, and omnipotent. And the source must give all aspects of chaos a chance. Why? Because within chaos there's a hidden part which can grow to add to the source. And the bulk of chaos pays the price. So you vampires are that part of chaos that's chosen not to be chaos and chosen to be Luciferic and torture and murder it for all eternity and beyond, which then adds to the source, mining chaos to add to the source, to make it omnipotent, omnipresent, and omnipotent. So going to the nuts and bolts. First of all, you buy the Super Soldier service, which allows you to channel like the channelers in the Robert Jordan books. Not possible before Robert Jordan wrote the books. Chaos. This then allows you to do everything in the Robert Jordan books, not in the way you think, but simply by choosing the multiverse where that event happens. The event where, oh, Donald Trump gets elected. Oh, that's impossible. It was on The Simpsons because it was so outlandish. Oh, that's happened. The Total War Service, that's totally outlandish. How can one, what did Rothschilds call me? A flea. We're going to crush you like a flea. How can one flea, whose ramblings have no effect on reality, go against the superlativeness, the wealth, the power of the Rothschilds? It's impossible. No, it isn't. You simply choose a timeline where, oh, we're going to do the Total War service on the Rothschilds. Total War service is part of the multiverse. Oh. But you need to be the Dark Lord, the total controller of chaos. Yeah, Robert Jordan has it in his books. I've become the great Dark Lord. Chaos has been totally possessed, like in The Exorcist, by yours truly. Chaos is now simply a possessed thing run by me. So all of the dark energy from the Robert Jordan books, all mine. Which then allows you to drive all of the male channelers, all of the Zion super soldiers mad to destroy Zion. So their entire psychic warfare program is then used to destroy Zion. So the Pentagon spent billions on this psychic warfare program, and all of their psychic warfare super soldiers are used by me to destroy Zion. As you can see, the chaos in America. Oh, goody goody. Yeah, all done from the Robert Jordan books. So with your super soldier service for $10,000, you get the ability to channel, choose timelines, and produce any reality within the books, within the paradigm of the books. Because remember, we're just in this megaverse of these starting conditions. There's other megaverses, which you would, of course, create, because you can be the source that creates that megaverse. I was the source that created this megaverse. Each of you can be the source that creates its own megaverse and does the same as me. Oh shit, yeah. Why? Because you add to me. So it's no downside. It's hard work, quite unpleasant, but on offer. Every single vampire can become the source kernel of their own megaverse, which then add to become this omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent end result, which of course has happened. We're just working through the process. Now, continuing, after channeling, we can amplify our channeling powers, amplify the ease, amplify the ability to bring bigger and bigger changes into the world, which in the Robert Jordan books are called angrials. These are psychotronic generator amplifiers. Now, I carry my own angrials. There they are. Here we are. But they're used in a completely different way than normal crystals. Yeah, yeah. This way. So the positive torsion field crystal in the right hand. The negative torsion field crystal is in the left hand. Why? Well, as we explained on the pay-per-view, Illuminati and Nukian magic and Earth Grid video from last week, the negative torsion field can be projected outwards, which then collapses into another dimension. The positive torsion field can be projected inwards. Normally, remember, you have -1, negative torsion field, kill, kill, collect, kill, kill, inwards, collect, collect. No, in this case, projecting outwards, into another dimension. What are we using the negative torsion field projecting outwards, which then has to collapse into another dimension? We're sticking this through the entire megaverse to collect all of chaos entities, in this case, one specific type. The Robert Jordan, Morton Janklow, Brandon Sanderson, Amazon, Bezos, EU, all the other readers paid for it, stolen from me. And in fact, all the readers, as they stolen from me, all projected outwards and then into another dimension, the dimension of Omega Hell.